2 days ago, I found out my disease I've had since I was 6 for 15 years was curable, and my parents were lying to me. When I was around 6, I started developing eczema, or atopic dermatitis rashes around my hands and arms. Progressively, they've gotten worse, and now, at 21, the rashes cover over 60% of my body, constantly bleeding, reacting painfully to movement, or even water from showering. That's where I am right now. I have a computer to type this on, but I'm in bed typing this with my thumbs on my phone. It's even on my palms and the tips of my fingers now. Growing up, I would ask my parents to take me to a doctor about it. They were both full-time workers with successful careers and plenty of income, but they even rejected an allergy screening while they bought a third car between themselves, citing how expensive it would be to test me. When I finally worked enough to get my own health care and took my screening, it was $20. By that point, however, I was already distancing myself. I knew something was wrong with me, but they told me for years and years that I was being overdramatic, that these symptoms were in my head. When I was 19, still in college, they excommunicated me for questioning my gender identity and made me homeless. I'm now 21 and still haven't spoken with them since. Thankfully, I've been transitioning on my own with great success, and I have a place to stay, so no worries there. 2 days ago, I responded to an advertisement for medical volunteers for atopic dermatitis research and met with the doctors. As it turns out, they're researching 2 kinds of medication, an injection and a pill that would merely be a competitor to medication that has been successful and FDA approved for years. For years, there has been an answer to my sleepless nights and bloodied sheets, my inability to run or swim or exercise, my waking up to flaky, itchy skin all over my legs. At worst, I would maybe have watery eyes, but I would have had clear skin as early as middle school. The doctors criticized the weak medications my parents allowed me to take instead, and cited their severe side effects and long-term issues, disgusted at my parents' neglect. It was the validation I've needed for 15 years. Had COVID-19 not been a concern, I'd have cried in their arms, and not simply in my seat. I've been approved to begin participating as a volunteer for their medication, and am being paid and covered for all related treatments. I've lost my job months ago due to my condition worsening beyond being capable of pretty much any job, so having essentially free healthcare is exhilarating. If I'd never distanced myself from my family, I'd probably never have had this medication. Suicidality is high in my level of severity, the nurses told me, and I believe it. Anyways, I just wanted to write this so that others can learn just how damaging and crippling it can be to not trust your children when they tell you they're sick. For years. Overdramatic my butt. This neglect hits close to home. I had a skin condition, but not eczema as well, when I was a teenager that my natural mother continually said that there's nothing we can do about it. Even though I had friends and acquaintances with the condition who were put on medication to clear it up. We had health insurance too. Congrats on taking control of your life. I hope you continue to have an improved quality of life. You deserve it. Same here. As a kid, I developed bruises all over my body in a very short time. The pain was almost unbearable, and my limbs became stiff. My father forced me to get up from my chair, even though I cried in pain, because he thought I was being over dramatic. It turned out to be a rare autoimmune disease, and I was in the hospital for a long time. I am both heartbroken and overjoyed for you. First, your parents. I can't even. To let you suffer to that extent brings up a lot of similar situations in my own childhood. I'm so sorry about that, even though I know I can't really apologize on their behalf. Second, though, I'm so excited for you to get better. Take some before pictures, write a journal entry, and be prepared to reclaim so much more besides your physical health. I think the progress you're about to make is going to be mind-blowing. What that much eczema would do to you, I'm excited for you to feel unlimited and able to participate in the healthy, happy life you deserve. I hope the journey goes really well and you remember you're worth every second of that treatment and every good thing that follows it. So glad you are now able to get the treatment. Must be frustrating and angering to find out there was treatment all along that they just wouldn't help to get. But good for you for taking it upon yourself and not letting their limiting thinking hold you back. On my end, skin issues have never been a problem, but I've had friends who had to go to a doctor to help them with really bad acne. One time, I remember a friend of mine was taken aside by a teacher, and this teacher told her, quite rudely I might add, that her face did not look nice. My friend had to show the pills and the prescription she was taking for them. We had to comfort her after that. I never liked that teacher, and I made sure to stay out of her way until I graduated. I think every person deserves proper health care for any illness or disease, especially if that person is a child. My heart breaks for OP, and thank goodness things are much better. But I don't think his or her neglectful parents really learned anything. That's it for this episode. If you have similar stories to share, please do so in the comments, and I can't wait to read them. I'll see you soon. Bye!